Hello YouTube, welcome to the dojo! You're here with Samurai Man, and today we have the Ressha Sentai ToQger-Ressha! And this is a very giant piece, as you can see. This is the last big, figure of the line for every Sentai series. They have a pattern for every Sentai series as far as the mechs go. They have the Megazord, the main mech, with the 5. We have the Auxiliary Zords, where it's like a couple of, probably like 3 to 4 of the smaller Zords that can usually attach or combine with the Megazord type mech. So we have those, but like I said, probably around 3 to 4 usually. Then we have the 6 Ranger mech, which can combine with the Megazord mech also, but he's a standalone, plus he can combine. He usually has like a transformation of something. So there's that. There's the movie mech. Usually there's like a movie where the movie includes the current Ranger team and then the previous season's team. They team up, and there's a movie with that. And usually there's like either they'll have an auxiliary Zord where it's bigger than the rest of the auxiliary Zords, or they'll have their own Megazord type thing, but it's just like done up differently, or it's painted differently, or it's got like a different combination or something like that. So usually there's like the movie one, and then we have the giant one. This is the giant one for that one. They're the very last one of the series, where it's their most powerful big one. It's their not secret weapon, but it's their go-to when they want to take out the baddie for like no problems at all. Like the one really powerful one. That's what this guy is. He's that one, the last really big one. So very cool. I like the color scheme, gold, red, and black. So it pops off very well. I love the molding. We've got like these wheels molded in with the set, and they don't move, but it's there. It does roll-ish. Not too bad. It rolls pretty well. Got the wheels up there. Nice gold plastic for the wheel there. I do like that. And there's some probably wheels in the back. Filled in very well. Lots of it's not gappy. I mean, a little bit right here, but that's not that big a deal. You can see that it's not that big a deal. But for the most part, it's very solid looking in this train mode. I really do like this train mode. It's a giant train. And just to get a good comparison. So for comparison, here is the Red Rangers, or Tokyo, I think, well, each. Because I think they go by numbers in this one. Tokyo each Tokyo, I don't remember. The Red Ranger, you know him as the Red Ranger. Here's his little mech, and it's missing like the rest of it, but it'll go up to here. But you can see just, yeah, that's a big difference. That's a lot big difference as far as, trains. But there's that. Also, for my Transformers fans out there, here's a deluxe drift. So yeah, it's pretty big. You can stand on it. You can actually ride it. That's actually pretty cool. That's not bad looking. But yeah, Drift can ride this bad boy. It's very big. So yeah, this is a big figure. So just to get a quick glimpse of all the angles, just so you can see it in its fullest, here it is from the front. You can actually see it's got the Tokyo logo here. That looks really cool. I like that. Silver highlights for like kind of, I guess, the headlights for it. It's very nice. It's got like kind of that, I forget what they call it, but it's like a cow guard. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but basically it's like when steam locomotives back in the day, they'd be going on the tracks, and if there's like a cow on the track, they can't really stop, so the only thing to do is smash into it. But the problem is, if you just smash into it, that's might knock the train off its balance or something. So they had like that little guard thing at the front, and that would just kind of like nudge the cow out of the way. And it kind of looks like that's what they're going for there. So nice. It's got like lots of, we got rivets around here, got some more of these like silver bits up here at the top. And then we've got some more of this nice, I don't know what this is, but it looks like one of those like safe blocks where you turn it like that. That's what I'm getting that vibe from. Nice cannons here at the front. I like that. So very nice all around. Let's go ahead and turn to the side for a sec. You can see lots of nice detailing there. More of that red. Got some like pipes going through it. I imagine this is like where steam goes or something. So that's very cool. I actually really like here where come around in the back and you've got kind of like these fins here at the top. Kind of, I don't know, looks and makes it look a little more aerodynamic for a very big chunky train. But I like it, that's cool. Got a nice little ladder here, molded in, not the red bit. Kind of hard to see, but there's a ladder. That's pretty cool. Let me see, there you go. So that's nice. So yeah, just lots of nice surface detailing. That's what these Super Sentai toys are known for. They're usually known for pretty well done paint jobs and surface detailing, I have to say. Because they don't have articulation, or at least they do, but they don't have good articulation. It's basically shoulders, and that's about it usually for Super Sentai toys. They're mostly known for their gimmicks, so I'm okay with that. I mean, you know what to expect with the Super Sentai toy, so it's not like a Transformer toy where you're expecting good articulation, good paint, transformation, all that stuff. With Super Sentai, it's a lot different. You're expecting lots of paint, good surface detailing with the mold, and then a fun transformation that's not too complex, you know, pretty basic, but still worthwhile. And then like gimmicks, like it does something, it has sound, it has lights, something to that degree. But anyways, yeah, there is that. And then also we have the main Ressha right here. This is like the big body component, and this is like the head thing like I showed off before. That's basically what this is supposed to be. So very nice. This actually looks cool as well. We'll go and take a look. So this is like the Hyper Ressha. That's main component, the head component. Very nice. I like this here, this weird like octagonal design they got going on with the red. That looks really cool. I love how it comes forward and it gets like more narrow as it goes in. I think that's cool. I like the design on the side, the black, white, and red. Nice. Again, more of that molding going along. There's a ton of molding on this. Pipes. Got the wheels, the train. Just a lot going on. Just all around very well done job on this, I have to say. They know what they're doing there in Japan. If this comes to America, A, it's not going to be this big at all. Guarantee it's not going to be this big. And B, it's probably not going to have as much detailing as far as the mold goes. Maybe it'll keep that mold detailing, I'm not sure. But the paint, it'll probably not get it. That's usually, you know, what happens. They get rid of some of the paint, the details. They shrink it down for sure, which is not bad. I mean, they don't necessarily all need to be quite as big as they are. But I mean, for this line, they were actually pretty small. I have to say their size wasn't that bad. I actually did like the size. It made it easier to fit on shelves, so there's that. So bringing in the ToQger. Here we have it. We can see what kind of sounds they make. For those of you who do not know, ToQger works with every of these Ressha that it comes with. You got the red here and all that. They make different sounds and noises, and that's what's really cool about them. So here we have the Hyper Ressha. Let's see what noises he's going to make. Actually, you know what, let's do it this way. He does have a different set of buttons, as you can see, so we'll see what all the different sound effects are. So he said Hyper Ressha. So it said Hyper Tokyu number 1. Ichigo means 1 in Japanese. So Hyper Tokyu, ToQger, and then number 1. So Hyper Tokyu number 1. Because in the series, when he uses the Hyper Ressha, he gets like... there's always a super mode, or usually there's a super mode with the Red Ranger. And so in this one, the super mode was he uses the Hyper Ressha and he gets like this really cool gold armor. And it looks like the front of the locomotive train. And then I think the other Rangers can use it as well. They connect with them. It's like, you know, when you have like different carts of a train, they all connect to each other. I think that's how it worked. I don't exactly remember. I never finished the series, which I still need to do, but yeah, I believe that's what's going on with that. So for this series, it's really interesting and unique is that they can swap their trains when they henshin. They have the bracelet and they put the trains in to transform. They can actually swap their colored trains to use their different weapons. So that's what that was for. I just swapped out. He was in hyper mode and I swapped him out for red mode. So that's what that was. And then now we're going to summon him. So this is the button, this train here. This is what you'd use to summon the Megazord. Yeah, that's the sound it makes to summon that Zord. And what's unique is that each different type of train, because there's all different kinds of trains you get, each different type of train you get, they make a different sound effect. So that one's really more louder, and like you hear the wheels screech and the smokestack let some smoke out. So I really thought that was cool. I like that. So now we're going to turn the Hyper Ressha into the Hyper Ressha Tei-Oh mode. Basically, that's going to be going from train mode into his robot mode. So to do that, let's get rid of this. Let's go ahead and just turn this up real quick. We'll go ahead and make it forward. Next, we're going to take this bit here. You can see, flip up the head of the train. And then just make sure there are 2 little slots. You can see where the color breaks right there. There's the 2 little slots there. Make sure you line them up. There you go. And we're done. Yeah, remember what I said about the transformations not being crazy? There you go. Even though the transformation was, you know, technically not really even a transformation. We just stood him up and then, you know, flipped the head. But either way, this is a very cool looking robot, I have to say. I really do like the design. Like I said, if you go into buying the Sentai toys knowing you're not going to get crazy articulation or insane transformations, and you're just going to go in for the gimmicks and for the designs and that feel of Power Rangers and Sentai, that you know what you're going into, that classic toy feel, that blocky, chunky robotness, then you're going to love them. I love this thing. I know it doesn't do much, but I love it. It's really cool. I like the colors. I like all the molded details we got going on. The head looks really awesome. I really like the head. His front mouth guard, will zoom in a sec, but that's kind of giving me like that, like I said, that part on the steam locomotive where they get the cows out of the way. It looks like that. And like I said, pretty much just shoulders. That's basically it. He just has shoulders, but it's better than nothing, and I appreciate it. I like these hands, these chunky hands. I like the top shoulder spikes going on. If you turn to the side again, still got that very chunky feeling to him. He's not looking hollow at all, so that's nice. I do like that. But we'll go ahead and zoom in, and we can really take a look. Oh, another thing, I really like these knees. You see he's got these red bits for the knees. Just to pop it off a bit, we got some more red highlights going on, just to really break it up. Got a little green dot there. Again, it looks like the wheels of the train here. So that, again, they get very creative. When it comes to Sentai, they actually get very creative with their design, so that's why I really like them. So here we have a closer look at the figure, and wow, is it looking awesome. Again, you're getting that very much that steam locomotive, the smokestack. This would be the smokestack. You got the front here, the circle bit, and then we've got that guard right there. I'm getting a strong vibe of that. That looks really awesome. I love the gold on red. That looks amazing. The green eyes look fantastic with the black like liner around it. Loving it. This is just a really cool design. And I love how, again, it has that more train look coming around the sides here, the side of the head, just to fill it in and make it look even more expanded. So that just looks really awesome. And also, Hyper Ressha Tei-Oh, what that means is Hyper Train Emperor. So that's why he's kind of got that motif. Usually the really big ones have Emperor. They're usually Tei-Oh. They usually have the word Emperor in their name because they're the main one, of the main big guy of the whole thing. So I really do like that design and that feel to it. I love this chest plate. Again, I was showing that off earlier and talking about it. We got like that green dot here. We got like these bits here, silver highlights, red highlights going around with the gold. This looks all around fantastic. Let's go and look down for a second. See the pattern where we got like the waist area and the legs. They were going for that there. So I do like how they molded that in. You don't really notice it in the train mode. At least I didn't. And now you come into the robot mode, you can see it more. So it's not like they just have a train standing up. So that's what it is. But as far as like the front goes, they break it up a little bit. And then as far as the feet go, you go farther down. We got the knees here. They got, again, more of that nice molded in detailing. I love the colors. And then they even made the feet pop out, like I said before, where it kind of looked like it more aerodynamic. Because it's standing out, you can actually see it's not just flat. There actually is some feet molded in. So, again, I really do like what they got going on. So here I have him back into his train mode because we're not done yet. As I said, we buy these figures for the gimmicks. And what this guy, his big thing was he had 4 modes. He has his big old train mode. He had the big robot mode. Now we're going to take him into his kind of like train station mode, which I thought was really awesome, the fact that they did that. So we're going to get him in this train station mode. So let's go ahead and just take that off. And I'm trying to remember exactly. We'll go ahead and remove these bits, just because I think it'd just be easier if I had less in the way. Let's go ahead and take the arms off. They just clip in very easily. Another thing I like about at least the current, whatchamacallit, Sentai toys is that they got really good shoulder joints that maybe they should think about using for like Transformers, for the combiners, where they're very solid. They stay in very well. They can rotate. The way they ratchet is very stiff. So, not very stiff, but it's very fluid. So it's not going to fall. Nothing's too heavy for it. So another thing to talk about. But anyways, let's see. Let's get this. I think we want this out of the way. I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes. Okay, so yeah, you want to take this bit. And you want to bring it up. But, actually, you know what? Let's turn around. There is you see this gold switch here. It's only on this side because what it is it's switched. It's a release switch. You want to bring it forward so that way you can take this and bring it back because you couldn't do that before. So you can already see it's getting very big. And then let's see. And there you go. Yeah, you want it to lock it in. You want to pull it forward also. And now we got this so far going on. You can see it's gotten quite big. Make sure that's down all the way. And yeah, we're getting there. Next, we're going to take, I believe, this bit and bring it... Well, this pops off also, so let's just pop it off because I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes. Bring this like this. Clip it in. Clip it in. Oh, you were supposed to get... Okay, so the arms had to go anyway. It's not just like I needed to get rid of them, but they had to go. This, let's clip it back in because I think you can keep it on for this mode. Maybe like that. I think you have it like that for this mode. Let me see if I can remember correctly. I think it goes like that. Alright, so you do want to have it like this. Next, we're going to take the arm bits that we had before and then peg them onto the back so you have the spikes facing towards the end of the train. And let's go ahead and rotate this whole thing around. There you go, because this is actually the front of the train for this mode. And take this. And there you go. So this is the train station mode. So now what you want to do is take your Ressha that you have and put them in. I could remember how. Let's see. What's cool is it actually does have these sliders here, as you can see. So we have the rails down, or you can have the rails up. That way, depending on if you need them or not. So you can have them all up or all down. It's really cool. I actually think that's a really cool little trick. So that's nice. But anyways, you want to take them. And so yeah, if you don't have them up, it's not going to stay. So you want to have them up like that. And then I believe... I can't remember how it goes in. Alright, I don't think it actually clips in this mode. So I think in this mode you want to have the sliders down. So you just have them sit like that. If I am correct in saying. Yeah, you just want to have it like that in this mode. Then take the blue one. And he's going to go on this side. Let me see which side is forward. Have him on this track. There you go. And then the green one goes on this track. And then yellow goes over here. And then lastly, pink. So there you go. You have train station mode. Not too bad. It would have been nice if they could have slid and stayed into their tracks. But for what it is, it's not bad looking. You can actually see this is like a really cool design for like the train station. The I don't know what you'd call it, but this is like the main wall. We can see the time. The silver bit here is actually a clock. And let me go and zoom in. We'll see what time. So you can see there's a clock right here. I really like that. So you can keep track of time. You know what the schedule is. You know what time you're supposed to get on your train. So according to this clock, it's actually morphin' time. Yeah, no, that'd be cool. That'd be cool if it said that. But it actually says, I believe it says it's like 7:30, something like that. Yeah, I think it says like somewhere around 7:30, something like that. I'm sure it's a reference to something. Maybe it's the time it's on, the show's on, or something like that. I'm sure, but there's that. That's pretty cool. I do like that nice little detail they got going on. So as I mentioned before, there is a fourth mode. This is not the complete set. There's 4 modes of this, which was the big selling point for it. So let's go ahead and convert him into his final robot mode, where he's combined with all the Ressha from the series. Let's do that now. So we're going to start by getting all the trains in place. So what we're going to do is, first off, we're going to raise the platform, like I said. Now you need that raised up. Slide them in. I think it goes like this. Yep, there you go. So you slide that in. And then again, I believe I had blue on this side. Nope, blue goes on the other side. I'm wrong. There you go, blue on this side, green on this side. And they're very secure. They're not going to go out unless you want them to go out. Take the pink. Pink goes at the top. Yellow goes at the top. There you go. So now we got them all settled. Next, we're going to take this bit here and have it sit like that. And let's see, where should we go from here? Let's bring in more of the Ressha. So we're going to place, I believe this is the claw Ressha. He's going to go right here. There we go. Then we take Diesel Ressha. He goes on this arm. Car Carrier Ressha is going to go, let's see, on the blue side, on the, I guess that would be the hip area. I guess, more like a thigh area. And then the fuel tank, I don't remember what they call him, tank Ressha? I think just tank Ressha. He's going on the other side. Then we've got fire Ressha. Oh, no, wait. I might have been wrong. Hold up. I'm trying to think. Let's see. You know what? No. He goes... There we go. These guys go. We have to raise this platform. And car carrier and tank go on the... What would be the hips? They would go on the hips. And then fire Ressha and... Yeah, let's see. Fire Ressha and police Ressha would go on the thighs. There we go. Yeah. That's how they would go. And lastly, we would normally have drill Ressha and shield. I think it was shield Ressha, but I don't own those two Reshas. They came with the Applet Changer, which was the Six Rangers Morpher, and the blaster weapon. I never got those. I might get them one day, but for now I never got them. So instead, I have my Deno Ressha. So I have two of these, and I'm gonna go ahead and use these instead for what will be, I guess, like the knees. And they're both nice. I forgot to flip up these panels. There we go. They're both symmetrical, so I think that helps out. It's not all crazy like everything else. And there we go. Next, push on this here gold piece. Hopefully you can see it. I don't really know. Let's see. There's a gold piece right here. You want to push on that, so that way we can rotate this whole formation upward. And that'll keep it locked into place. And yeah, you can see part of it. So we're almost there. As you can see, he's gotten quite large, but now you just want to take this bit here, which was the chest piece of the Hyper Ressha, and you actually want to rotate it all the way around, because as you rotate it, hopefully you can see that, but as you rotate it, it reveals the new head. So you've got that, or at least the face. Now you want to take the Hyper Ressha, at least this portion of it, rotate it around like that, bring around. There is a tab clip point right here. And then just find it on the back of the head. I can't see it, but hopefully I'm getting it to some degree. Yeah, I think I got it. There you go, I got it. So now we have the Hyper Ressha Sentai ToQger Rainbow. This is a combination with basically all the Ressha trains from the whole series. You can see it's very, very tall. And it's very nice. It's a little flat. It's still got kind of a flat feel to it, even with all of the Reshas applied. But it, for the most part, so flat. But it's cool. I do like it. I like the fact that it's a giant... It's not necessarily a giant train. It's a giant track, like train tracks, with trains on them. I think that's a cool aspect of it. If you look at it that way, it's a giant, robot track with all the Ressha on it. So, same as before, shoulders can move out. He does now have new hands, so he's got these big old blocky hands. Unfortunately, no weapon to hold him in. That's the only thing that sucks, is there's no weapon that can go with him. But still nice nonetheless. I do like it. I like the fact that the pink and yellow kind of stand off. They go off a bit to make some cool shoulder armor. I love how chunky the chest is. This looks really cool. He's got the ToQger logo right there again. We'll take a look at the face in a sec. You can see just how nicely done that is. And then we've got all the rest of the Ressha here. The feet are now these big old tracks. They stand out quite a bit, so that's good. The only problem, the thing I don't like about it, there's really no waistline. You'd see it's all just, track and everything. And, all that stuff. But there's nothing really to say that there's a waist that should be like about right here or here. So that's the only thing. I would have liked some type of design to make it look like there's a waist coming out or something. But yeah, that's really my only complaint. That's why he looks so flat, is he's like all legs. But definitely not bad, so let's take a look at that face. So there's a closer look at the nice, awesome Hyper Ressha, Sentai ToQger Rainbow. So very cool. Again, now we have this chest plate that I said was really nice looking. Now that's the head. He's got some blue highlights on the face around the cheeks. That looked really cool. You got, again, those green eyes. They're kind of hard to see because it's sunken into everything, but they do look very nice. There's a lot of layers on it. We got this front layer here, then it goes back more in the chest and the face, and then it sinks in a little more. So lots of that going on. You can see if I turn it, very, very protruding out chest, but not bad. I think this is cool. I think this is an interesting look where we have this here. We got like that design going along it. That's an interesting. It's like a mohawk, but very cool nonetheless. And I have to say, I'm really loving this figure. I have him in this mode just so I can have space just because it uses all the trains. So I can still have all my trains displayed, and I can have, you know, space. But sometime I would like to redo my shelves. That way I could fit him into his regular robot mode, and then have the rest of them all turned off in the normal mode, because they're all pretty cool. So there is that. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop it off here. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you're a big fan of Super Sentai like I am, and keep watching all my different kinds of videos. But anyways, guys, go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe to my channel on YouTube, as well as follow me on Tumblr and Twitter at Mechation, and Instagram at Mechas of Ironheart. You can find all my pictures, recent purchases, who's making what's coming out, all that good stuff and more, plus little sets and scenes I make. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Until next time.